Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge interior wall sconce called the Kakomi Elongated. This is the 2078-21. Lots to talk about on this. This is a great fixture. When you come into our showroom and you are asking me for a lighting fixture for like a bathroom to put over a sink, big or small bathroom, this is one of the first ones I'm going to come to because it throws a tremendous amount of light out for different places and different reasons. So you're going to get a lot of light going out the top of this, hitting your ceiling and bouncing around the room. That's ambient light, so it's going to help light the room. But the bottom's open too, so light is going to come down, task lighting, like the light coming down on my hands here, and that's going to be great if this is going to be over a mirror. So you'll have light on your hands if you're putting in contact lenses or something like that. And the light's also going to come through the glass too, so it is an awesome fixture. Let's get into details on it. It's 5 inches high, 9 3/4 inches wide, and has a projection from the wall of 6 3/4 out. Backplate is 5.75 by 9.75. Mounting height from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box is coming in at 2.6 inches. And I want to show you more details on that. If you're on our site on the page for this fixture, look over in the right hand side and you're going to see midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that for me. That is going to be the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this, and there's some great information there that we're going to touch on right now. So you'll see a lot of things. You'll see a full parts list on that. You'll see how the glass goes on, this piece of glass that I showed you a second ago. It's going to show you how the backplate sets up on your junction box. And these are all very important things you want to check out before you buy something. And this is just another great opportunity to do it by looking at those papers because they have detailed drawings on them. So take advantage of that, okay? So Hubbardton Forge says that this is a halogen fixture, when in reality it actually was designed before there were a lot of awesome LEDs in the world that can go into this socket. It's a G9 porcelain socket, so it has a little slot there that accepts a light bulb with 2 little prongs, and it just kind of pops right in. It's going to ship with 2 60-watt halogens. Might as well use them, you're going to have them. And they actually look great and they dim beautifully. However, down the road, if you guys want to, you can get LEDs. And you can find LEDs on the internet anywhere, like Amazon has them. There's a lot of websites. And there are tons of different LEDs that will fit into this fixture. We have this on display. I have 2 of these 75-watt equivalent LEDs, and it looks awesome. But there's tons of them too. This is a 60-watt equivalent. This guy's a 40-watt. This guy's a 60-watt equivalent. Don't forget, 75-watt equivalent. These barely draw any current, and they're not hot. So they're easy to get and they're not expensive. So really take your time and look around the web at these. You can find them in big box stores too, or hardware stores. But when you get into really specialty bulbs like this, the web is your best friend for that kind of thing. Okay. And then if you are going to stick with halogens, 60 watt is going to be your limit on that. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So the other thing is, if you're going to be doing halogens on this, it's going to ship with this little bulb shield. And what this does, you don't need this if you're doing the LEDs, but they're going to be 2 of them in there. And what this does is it sits and goes over the threaded socket. There's a little retaining ring on the bottom. So it kind of sets up like that. And the halogen bulb is going to be inside of this, and it keeps dust off the bulb. That's all it does. So, and halogen bulbs do not like dust, and they don't like oils from your hand too. So if you're gonna be handling a halogen bulb, just don't do what I just did. Okay, handling it. Okay, moving on. Why don't we talk about glass on this? Hubbardton Forge's glass is much more beautiful than people think. They think it's just a white box, and it's well beyond that. So what this is actually a hand-blown piece of clear glass to begin with, and then they come in and they actually blow a second layer on the inside of white. Then they come back after that and they sandblast the whole outside. So what you end up with is this kind of very milky, semi-translucent piece of glass. Still opaque, you're not going to see through it, but it has this beautiful milky quality to it, and it's very soft looking. So think of it as just being a really beautiful soft white. When you get it in your hands, you'll actually be able to see that there are layers of glass on the edges, of the white and the clear. So, Hubbardton Forge is all about the details, and a lot of people are not going to even appreciate what I just talked about, but you will, because that's why you're here. Okay? Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton forged fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton forged stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton forged fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a what's on display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forged doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.